welcome back to another episode of Exploring the Alphabet. I need to dust myself down because I've arrived at Stansted Airport, and on my 3-hour drive here I might have gone through about 8 sausage rolls. I've had a couple of Red Bulls and I am feeling high on life despite the miserable weather we've got outside. Maybe because we are going to a city that is at the minute about 4 times hotter than what it is here, and you know that we like the sunshine. So let's get into that airport and let's find out where our little feet will take us next. We have arrived in Albania. I feel like we've seen enough Stansted Airport now, so we just whizzed through as quick as we could and got on that flight. The flight seems to take for absolute ever, and when I was on it, my ear completely popped, and every 2 minutes on the flight it was going, and it was making me real self-conscious, thinking, can everyone else hear my ear? And every time it was doing it, I was like looking around like that. The bloke was staring back at me, who was like right next to me. I think he thought I had a dog's toy in my ear. Anyway, before we get talking about Albania, first, can we just rewind a little to what I said earlier about the weather? We are going to a city that is, at the minute, about 4 times hotter than what it is here. But no, I've landed and it's more grey than what it was at home. The only positive is it's not as chilly, it's quite humid. But when you fly into Albania, you go over. Hello! Don't know if you can see them because I'm on cinematic, but they're loving it. When you fly into Albania, you literally go over tons of mountains and volcanoes, and it is it's absolutely beautiful. He's waving me over now, my friend. Look there. Yeah. Yeah.
Where are you from?
England. Nice to meet you. Do you want to say hello?
Hello.
What's your name?
Sony.
Yeah.
In the car, Sony.
Perfect. Thank you, mate. Nice to meet you. Don't know what that was all about. Just never had a conversation with him or anything. He just waves me over and wants my Instagram stuff. Anyway, it's a follower gained already in Albania. Eh? Be at 1 million in no time. I have just realised I've not actually told you where in Albania we are at, and it is called Tirana. But when I've got here, all the signs say Tirana. So I'm not too sure, but all that matters is it does begin with T. So there is only one airport in the whole of Albania. Sorry? No, I'm good, thank you. Sorted a bus. Thank you. He's just give away how we're getting to our next place. I was going to get onto that, but he came in and interrupted. They don't like a gab here, though. I feel like I'm going to fit right in. So there's only one airport here in the whole of Albania, and it is obviously here in Tirana because this is the capital. So anyone who goes to Albania needs to fly here and then travel from here to whichever city you're going to. There is no train line, which is why I've pre-booked a bus for €4. I'm hoping it is one of these behind me. And believe it or not, despite this being the 3rd poorest country in Europe, there is a lot of like really fun bougie things that we're gonna get up to, so I'm really apprehensive about this trip. So all I'm gonna say now is Rama, sima tu kurasa sendero, Albania, and that means let's go Albania in Albanian. Peace. Right, we've made it. The only thing is the bus that we're on doesn't look like it's gonna actually make it to the centre of Tirana. It's like a shed. Give you a little look around. Looks quite posh on the video, but believe me, it's been running for about 20 minutes, probably going to run out of diesel. I was planning on giving you a load of shots at the views that we see on the way to where we're going. Although I'll show you the window, so it's not going to be very aesthetically pleasing for you all. Right, so we've arrived in Tirana Central. That was on that bus for an hour and a half. I had no idea it was that far away, but it only cost €4, so I can't grumble. The windows was blacked out, so it made it look like it was a lot duller than it is. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still like dull and it's raining a tiny bit, but that is the least of our worries because so where do I start? When I landed, O2 sent me a message saying, to use your data, you need to click this link and buy a L2 bolt-on pass or something like that. And but when I clicked the link, I've been trying to click that link for an hour and a half, and it just doesn't load. Sometimes it loads the O2 page, but then won't let me go any further. So my maps aren't working on my phone, and I have no idea where my accommodation is. It could be absolutely anywhere. So the only option I really have is to find somewhere where I can get on Wi-Fi and then use the Wi-Fi to go on O2's website and pay for this pass so I can use my data. But as it stands, I'm just stood around panicking. So we're going to have to try and find somewhere now. I won't mind. Do you know what? When I was on that coach, everybody was using the maps and their internet and stuff, and I just dared say to anyone, I didn't know if anyone spoke English for a start, but I dared say to anyone, can I like borrow your hotspot for 2 minutes? Because I just felt like if they'd have said no, then I just felt so embarrassed. But I should have really just asked, because now I'm stranded. Like all these people are walking by with phones, but I just dare ask them either. So I'm gonna have to figure something out. But this is not ideal. The good thing is it's still light, because if it was dark and I was stranded, I think I'd end up having a panic attack and passing out. Trying to get across the road, but it's stopped now. But even though that's great, people keep driving at you. Oh, look at her up there on the wall. Look at her. Welcome back to Lost in Albania. I have just been to this little kiosk thing here, and the woman said that if you go to this bank behind me, Credits Bank, she was saying, then I'll be able to use free Wi-Fi. Although I have just spotted an Irish pub through here, so that might be a better option, going through there, because they might be able to help me more. I don't know why, because it's probably run by Albanians, won't it? But let's just try both. Come on, we're on a mission. Well, that was a lot easier than expected. So all I literally did was go in. I asked at the bar, do you have Wi-Fi? Give me the password. Walked out, didn't even get a drink. Turns out our place that we're staying is only 21 minutes away as well, which is fantastic, because this place is well, it's not massive, but its population's like 500,000. So it could have been like a long way away. So we've had a bit of a result. I've actually booked one that isn't a million miles away. So we're going to head straight there, drop off our bags, and then see if there's anything close by that we can get up to this evening before we go to bed, basically. I think I've booked somewhere nice as well. It looks pretty bougie. The inside, that is. The outside, not so much. I'm buzzing now. I've figured that out. I'm an absolute travelling genius. So it's brought me to this random area, and there's a bar here behind me, and then there's a door here, and this is the door that I'm going to go in, and then I've got a series of codes to crack, and then we should be able to get in our room. I reckon this one is... Yes, we're in. Then this is my lock box, number 4. Oh, they've left it with the right code. That's what I need. That's what I need. We've cracked it. No one's robbing me tonight. Once you've got your key, then you come to this lift. But are you seeing that? Are you seeing the width of this lift? How small it is? I'll have to go for one I say out these days. Here it is. Our carriage awaits. Squidging here, and we're on the 12th floor. Up to the 12th we go, go, go. Up to the 12th we go, go, go. Let's go see our room, you know. I am so excited. Ooh. Look how nice this is when you come out. Very posh. And there's my room, number 4, my lucky number. Hello. Well, the rain didn't ease off. In fact, it got worse. It ended up like a bloody monsoon. I could hear it bouncing off the windows. I was curled up in the ball in there, scared for my life. But you'll be glad to know it's stopped now. And even though it is 8 PM, we're going to do something on Exploring the Alphabet that we never normally do. We're going to be extra brave. So let's hope that I don't end up regretting it. But we're going to venture outside. Because all I've done today is travel, and there's a few bars close by which look really bougie. So we're going to go to them. But before we do that, I just want to show you out my balcony now, because there's a Marriott hotel that's all lit up in pink, and I think it looks gorgeous. So have a look at that. Earlier on it was like looking out on Shantytown. Now it's like looking out on Dubai. By the way, by the sounds of it, the rain hasn't stopped, but I'm not going to go back on my decision. First of all, we had to go to the bank. The good thing about banks abroad, a lot of the ATMs are indoors, so you don't have to stand out in the rain. I've just withdrew some money because it said online that nearly everywhere is cash only still here, which makes sense because it is a bit dated. Anyway, I withdrew £97. I spent £97. Do you know how much I got? 10,000. I got 10 £1,000 notes. So when I say I'm going to the bar, God, it looks like I'm gonna go wild. 10,000 bob for £97. You just can't go wrong.
I'll be in the grave. I'll be in the grave.
This could quite possibly be the best bar that I've come to so far. We've not been in too many, but this one, God, they've gone the extra mile to decorate this one. It's got about 1,000 antiques in here. Look, I've got this passion fruit drink. I don't have a clue what that is, but that looks amazing. And then they've served me up like some complimentary nuts. Now I do like nuts, but usually it's just like the small ones or pistachio. No idea what this is, so. Ooh, am I meant to eat the shell? Am I meant to eat that bit? Am I meant to just eat them bits in the middle? Like there's little nuts in the middle of the shell. Am I meant to eat the shell? The shell tastes really like salty and edible, so I'm guessing you eat a lot. Oh! Just got shooting pain through me filling. Maybe you're not meant to eat them shells. It was like when you bite tin foil. I think all the staff are laughing at me because every time I look over at them, they're all stood at a step just sniggering, like looking in my direction. And it's not even because I'm filming or anything. It's because of these nuts. The nut saga goes on. Because I didn't even realise I was doing it, but anyone would think that I was absolutely starving because Well, I am. That's the problem. And I'm just like that. Just giving it all that. But I'm just caked in nut bits. And I look like a bit of a monkey. They'll probably come put me in a cage soon. Oh great, now the other people are looking at me. Am I not eating them right? God knows. Tastes good though. The radio bar session is over. On to the next bar. We're going to one more place before we go to bed.
I'll be in the ring. I'll be in the ring.
That's the shisha-ing done. To be honest with you, all the guys in there was really friendly and like sat down with me and was like asking why I was there and what I was doing and stuff. There was only one that was a bit uptight, but to be honest, I think when I stood up and he saw the size of me, he was kind of intimidated, and then he came round a tiny bit as well. But yeah, I don't really get what that shisha thing is. It kind of just makes you feel a bit sick. But that's probably because I think I did like one of them, a 2 litre one or 2,000 litre one, and all the other hard nuts in there. There was about 5 of them around one, and I was like, well, I'll just drink my full lot, you know, as you do. But yeah, I remember when I was younger, I went to Malia, and I was like sat in a bar, and I was like doing one of them and thinking I was cool in my string vest. Oh, times change. Anyway, it's time to go back to the room. And as soon as I get back, I am going to be getting my head down. Oh, look in the background, we've got some cops. But yeah, I'm getting real sniffly as well. I think I'm coming down with a bit of a cold. But as soon as I get back, I'm just going to get in that massive bed. They want an iron in my room as well, so while I was out, I messaged her saying, can I get an iron? And apparently she's left one near the door, because otherwise I'd be going out with load of creased clothes. They'd be calling me Crumple Skiltskin. That one funny one bit. Well, they didn't let me down, so at least we're not going to be Crumple Skiltskin. Crumple Skiltskin. Crumple Stiltskin. There we go. I'm absolutely shattered. I think I'm definitely coming down with something, but the thing is, when you're coming down with things, you can either moan about it, or you can just get on with it like a man. Do you know what I mean? And I've never been the type of to get ill and mope around and feel sorry for myself. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow when I'm moping around and feeling sorry for myself. All I need you to do now is cross them fingers of yours. Hopefully they aren't nowhere else. And then let's wish for some sun tomorrow. By the way, just been to brush my teeth. The tap water isn't working. Nothing comes out. So I've had to scrub my teeth with no water. So now my mouth feels all bitty. But the tap water worked before I went out because I washed my face. So I have no idea what's going on there. There'll be a complaint going in. Fingers crossed for sun. Next time you see me, I'll either be cheering in front of the window or crying. Night night. Thanks for crossing your fingers, 'cause it's such a beautiful day. I opened my blinds and the sun nearly blinded me. I stepped onto the decking and looked into the sky. I couldn't see any more rain to make me cry, yeah. Right. Albania Day 2 is a goer, which is good news, to be honest with you, because I packed shorts for today. So I'm going to be able to actually wear them. So next step is to, first of all, get a shower, because I don't know if you've seen me, but I don't look too clean. My hair is all over the joints. And yeah, I need to freshen up before we head outside. Step outside, it's a beautiful day. I'm really loving my life. Is anyone looking at my body? Don't look, I've got a wife. She is called Carrie and she won't be happy with you. So I'm gonna put my clothes on so I don't tempt you. Oh. I have just checked because I've got such a dry mouth and water's back on, so I have no idea what was going on last night. I don't have any drinks in here, so I'm just gonna have to swallow the drink, the water with bugs in. And let me show you the shower. The shower's so weird. So the shower is obviously gorgeous, the full bathroom is. But, like, that's the top of the shower head. I don't know what that is at the bottom. Does that come loose as a handheld one maybe? No, I don't know. But all there is to turn it on is that. And that just runs the tap. Oh, and then it sets that off. Oh, it does work. But how do I do temperature and stuff? Because it's ice cold. Oh no, hot water's coming through now. I fluked it. Right, let's get him. I'm ecstatic because the old light pink short shorts are back out for the summertime, first time of the year. There's nothing better in the morning as well than adding your moisturiser. Oh yes. I've realised when I don't use moisturiser now, I get a real flaky beard. And then if I scratch my beard near someone, there's a shower of dust, which is a bit gross, isn't it? Don't know why I feel like comfortable enough to share stuff like that with you. Now, one thing you don't know is that Tirana has its own pyramid. Now, when I've seen pictures of this online, it looks tiny. And I was like, well, it's nothing in comparison with them ones in Egypt. But when I've got here, it actually is massive. So, I will give you a closer look. But this is it in the background. And luckily for us, we can get right up to the top and get some good views of Albania. This pyramid did once actually collapse and hundreds of people lost their lives. So now they've got a peace bell around the corner, which obviously symbolises peace. That's why it's called the peace bell, for all the people who sadly lost their lives. But yeah, look at all these steps that we've got to make our way up. Everything is just falling into place because I've just found Moncheshi coffee shop with a roof terrace as well, so I might even sit up there. But I've been gagging a coffee since the minute I woke up. I feel like you never really spring into life till you have your coffee. So we're going to pop in there, have a little refreshment before we move on to our next place. This is what you call a breakfast. Look at that. Mochaccino with the best whipped cream ever. Oh my god, that is amazing. Look at that, like a volcano of chocolate. And then I got a bueno muffin. Look how good these look. Bueno muffin. Oh wow. That is insane. It tastes like do you know when a muffin's like real wet because it's just that fresh? That's what it's like. It's got little bits of bueno in there. It tastes a bit like that marble cake you get abroad. I don't know if that was just a my family thing, but we used to always get that marble cake and it was amazing. And if you look where we're sat, got a beautiful view of the pyramid as well. If you having a, what's it called, hashtag dinner with a view. So this place is called Reggia the Cloud, which is just a piece of architecture that's famous in Tirana. And in there they always have open air theatres, they have festivals around this area at certain parts of the year, and apparently this is the only one of 2 of these pieces, and the second one is apparently in London, and I've never seen it there, but that's what it says. I think you can climb up it, but I'm scared that I go and put my foot on one of the panels and fall right through. We're in the clouds, baby. A story for people. Story time. We'll sit down. I think this is as high as you can actually go. Yeah, it is. So story time. I love clouds, and there's a reason. So the reason I love clouds is because when my granddad was in hospital, before he died, he asked me to put a bet on a horse called Many Clouds in the Grand National, and on that day Many Clouds won the Grand National. So ever since, it's always reminded me of my granddad. Whenever I see anything to do with clouds, it just reminds me of him. So I was going to say I'm sat on your granddad, but that's a bit weird. But yeah, shout out to Grandad Jack. Hopefully he's proud of Joel. The next place we are visiting is called Bunk'Art 2, and this is the entrance to it. There is another Bunk'Art in Albania, but this one seemed a lot more interesting to me. Well, it seemed more interesting than the other. Now, the exit to this museum is this thing here, which means obviously the full museum is underground, and the reason for that is it's an old nuclear bunker. God, did you ever see shots together? Yeah. I've got a big gash in my head. No man, your head things. God, I don't really know what this place is about. I keep seeing words about police and stuff, but it was more about coming in to see what it's like, because I like things underground. And I know you guys would probably be interested in finding out what all these places I go to mean, but I can't take it in, so never mind. There's these rooms here, but there's no one in them. Oh, it's so scary. Am I allowed in here? What is this? But I'm scared. Imagine someone shut that on me and just started doing this evil laugh. Am I allowed in here? Oh God, imagine in the olden days being like trapped in places like this where they probably won't even hardly anyone like you. Oh, this is awful. Hello? How do I get out? Oh, you get out this way. God, look. Oh, someone's coming in. No, you was going right way. Yeah. Our wrong way. Yeah, you went the right way, sorry. No, I'm gonna lock these in. I'll lock them in. and you know how I feel about like going to the toilet like for number twos, but when I saw that there's real toilets here underground in a nuclear bunker, I thought I'm gonna have to go. Not because I'm dying, because I need to. It's just how often do you get the chance of going for a poop in a nuclear war bunker? You just don't. I bet no one watching this has ever pooped in a bunker before. So I'm gonna be the first. Only thing is they're still in the past and don't even have the toilet seat. At least we've got roll and we've got a chain. Well, it's been a pleasure. You all know how much me and Carrie love tattoos, and despite going to tons and tons of different countries, I've not actually... Ooh, we nearly had a crash. Ooh, road rage. I've never been to another tattoo place while I've been abroad, but there's tons here. It's quite a cheap country, so I'm hoping to get a little meaningful one for cheap. So let's see if we can find somewhere. I found somewhere called Red Ink Tattoo, and the tattoo that I want has got some red ink on it. So I thought that was fake. Although I've just seen one called Xanart Tattoo, which is right in front of me, which is here, just behind me there. So I might just pop in that one actually. Hey, by the way, these Fanta Exotics hit differently when you're fusty in the sun. Ready? Not gonna hurt me, are ya?
If you move, I'm gonna use this.
What, the handcuffs? I look really big compared to you.
You should have seen me 2 months ago, how big I looked.
Why? What happened? And what happened?
I have to lose weight.
Oh, really? Well, congratulations.
Thanks. I start now?
Yeah, go for it.
Is it okay?
Yeah, it's fine, thank you. Have you put something to numb my leg or something on?
You're not feeling anything, yeah?
No, nothing.
Okay, because you've been through too much.
Been through too much pain.
Yeah.
The other ones hurt a lot more than... I literally can't feel a thing. My wife, she has full body.
Oh,
So
nice.
she's a bit braver than me. She's got everywhere done.
To be honest, women handle pain much better than men.
How dare you! How dare you!
I absolutely love that, and I love how the tattoo looks as well. I think it's like perfect on my leg. If anyone's wondering why I got freedom, it's because for a long period of my life I was kind of in an unhappy stage and felt trapped but did nothing about it. And then over the last year, when I finally took the plunge and changed some of the things in my life, I all of a sudden felt free. And this year has been one of the most stress-free, anxiety-free years of my life. Coming to different cities, just feeling like me again. So that's the whole meaning behind it. When I was in there, obviously you saw some of the conversation. Once I cut the camera, she showed me, she said that she loves the tattoo on my grandma's house, and I explained the meaning behind it. And then she said, I've got one about my grandma as well. And she has lemons on her arm because her grandma used to have a lemon tree when she was here. And she used to give her freshly picked lemons every time she went round. So that's the nice thing about meeting people. You share stories and it's just happy vibes all round. So the next thing we're doing is a bit of a selfish one, to be honest, on my part. But you'll remember, if you've seen all the other episodes, how many times I've said that one of my bucket list things is to go and watch football abroad. Now, when I was saying that, I was thinking more Champions League games or a really big team. But this will have to do, because I have come to Tirana on the same day where they have a semi-final in the Albanian Cup. It's the second leg, and on the first leg they got beat 2-0. So for them to go through, they've either got to win by 2 goals and take it to extra time, or they've got to win by 3 and just go through in the 90 minutes. This place behind me is the Air Albania Stadium. Now, yesterday I said that this was the Marriott Hotel when I showed you it all lit up in the dark. And it is the Marriott Hotel, it's built onto it, but what I didn't know is that the full surrounding of it is the stadium. The stadium seats 22,000 and apparently it's nearly sold out. It's quite quiet around the ground, but it is still an hour and a half until kick-off. But let's hope for a bit of atmosphere. And yeah, come on Albania, let's get through to the final of the Cup. There's a man here outside the stadium and he's got a Lidl bag that is full of matchboxes and paper cones. So I'm just trying to figure out what they are. What is it? What is it?
Sunflower black.
Okay. And what do you do? What do you do?
One.
Yeah, that's fine, I've got that. But what do I do? How do you do them? Inside the stadium?
Yes, of course.
And set them on fire?
No.
Oh.
No. Fire is here.
And what do you do with that?
Yes.
Light it?
Yes.
And
no.
then...
No.
Yeah.
No chakmak.
Okay.
Here is alright. No problem.
Okay. And inside in the stadium, then
Yes.
and then fire.
Fire. No fire.
Oh.
No fire. A cigarette.
Oh, you smoke then?
Smoking.
How do you smoke them?
Sorry. Smoking.
Yeah. With
Understand
this?
This is.
Oh, tobacco. How do I do?
Yes.
How? You show me.
Look.
Look, I'll give you this.
We can see. Open.
Oh, you eat them. The nuts. Okay. Do you use the match to burn the nuts?
Yes, no problem.
Oh, okay. Yeah, could I take... I'll take one of them. I don't have a clue what's going on here. One sec. Let's find some money. Yeah.
Yeah. One.
Right. One of them. Thank you.
Nothing.
Oh, so he ain't give me a box of matches. He's give me just the cone of these things. Right. So I'm guessing the matches are for if you want to have a cigarette in the stadium, and you must not be allowed lighters, maybe, in case. I bet the thugs throw the lighters at the players and stuff, because there's tons of security and police around here. So instead I've just bought a big bag of a cone of like these weird things. So I'm gonna try them. I thought he was saying to me, you light these and it's a flare, and I was thinking that's a bit wild, innit? Surely you're not allowed them. Right, so he's given me, I hope he didn't eat out of my hand again. So this is what it is. And then he cracked them with his fingers, I think. Yeah, he did. And then when you take the shell off, there's this, there's this inside. It's just a nut. That's the most random thing ever. I don't really want them now though, because I ain't gonna eat all these, but I had to find out what there was. Yeah? Weird. I'm approaching the turnstile now, and if I'm being honest, I'm feeling a bit shaky. The closer I get, the higher my nerves go. There's a lot of people around and I can smell the danger. The rivalry between these two teams is rife, and it could end up very messy. All the same, I'm gonna get stuck right in, because that's what football away days are all about. As expected, a complete and utter sellout. I can see things kicking off here today. You see more people in Aldi on a Sunday afternoon, but you know how naughty that can get. I can't hear myself thinking here. I knew it was going to be rowdy, but I wasn't prepared for this. With chances going to miss and decisions not going their way, I can feel the fans around me getting slightly agitated. But then, something truly magical, beautiful happened. Despite the away team being severely under pressure, the young youth firm are still going ballistic. I'm quaking in my boots. Absolute disaster. On the stroke of half-time, the away team equalise, giving Tirana slim chance of qualification. The away player celebrates in front of the home crowd, and as you can see behind me, nobody's happy. I don't move an inch. But to the home fans' delight, the goal is disallowed for a handball. The half-time whistle strikes and the Tirana fans go for a celebratory pint after being given a second throw of the dice. I decide to stay put and keep my nut down. They are halfway there. They need one more goal this half, minimum, to keep the chances alive. The rowdy man behind me has not returned to his seat. I'm guessing he spotted my camera and doesn't want to be caught committing crimes on video. Despite plenty of attacking moves, the clock is going down quicker than Carrie's undies when I take my top off. Another warning for the home team. When are they going to sort their act out? The fans are getting reckless. Another chance goes begging, and let me tell you, I don't want to be anywhere near this arena if Tirana don't manage to get another goal. There could be a riot. If this geezer kicks this chair again, I'm going to have a serious case of PTSD. Lively. With just 10 minutes left on the clock, the home team go for one last push. With time running out, the Tirana fans are thinking with their hearts and not their heads as they start to get verbally abusive. The away players are asking how long's left as the referee checks his watch for one last time. Despite Tirana's early hope, they just didn't have enough in their locker and wasn't able to pull off the great escape, seeing FK Kukeski go through to the final of the Albanian Cup. Thank you for watching. I'm going to make a swift exit.
Know what time it is, don't you?
Just keep me up down time!
And a swift exit is exactly what I made. On the way in there, they tried turning me away. So there was loads of police and security at the front, and it was patting my pockets down. And when he checked my pockets, I had an e-banger, and I had a battery pack that charges my phone. And he was like, no. And I was like, it's my e-banger, and that charges my phone lock. And he was like, So I was about to like throw him or stash him somewhere. And then some nice man came forward and he said something in Albanian, and then he just went, fine. And I thought, what was that all about? But the weird thing is, they check your pockets, but I had a backpack, didn't check anything in the backpack. There could be bloody anything in there. But I really, really enjoyed the football match. Considering there was hardly anyone there, it was a lot more chaotic than I was expecting, but I think it's because we got a good game, so I hope you enjoyed the footage as well. On the way back, grabbed myself a pizza. When I say pizza, I got 2 slices, but they look amazing, to be fair. So I'm going to eat that, and then I am going to iron my clothes for the morning, because we need to leave here at 6:30 in the morning to get a bus to the airport, because that took about an hour and a half, and obviously I need to be at my flight 2 hours early because my flight's at 10:30. So iron my clothes and then get an early night. Just before I go to sleep though, I do want to show you my jumper that I brought with me. Someone sent me this, and it's a white jumper with blue text that says, "Be kind, because everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about," which I thought is real cool. And then on the back, they did Red Dead Residence for us. And it's been in my cupboard for ages, totally forgot. And I get to rep it all the way home tomorrow, so I'm excited about that. Anyway, thank you for watching day 2, and good night.
Good morning. Our trip to Tirana, Albania has come to an end. However, it is like a monsoon or tsunami or whatever you call them outside. It's horrendous, so we did have a bit of luck yesterday, but it's 6:30 a.m. It's time to head to the airport, and when we get there, we will have our cost breakdown and wrap this thing up.
Well, that is another episode complete. 20 letters down, and can you believe it, only 6 more to go. Tirana was an absolute blast. Same as Romania, we probably have the perception that it is going to be a scary, dangerous place, and I didn't get that impression whatsoever. The people here are really friendly and helpful. So many of them speak English, which I think is pretty remarkable. And yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. So, our scores on the doors, I know you're all waiting for it. It is another pretty cheap one. Flights, £29.98. Accommodation, £61.05. Airport parking, £59.99. Insurance, £6.06. Additional spending money, including diesel and all the trips we've done and food, blah blah blah, £179.34, giving us a grand total of £336.42. A few things to remember from this trip: if you ever do come to Albania, if you're with O2, you'll have to pay extra for your data usage.
when you fly out here or with Ryanair, you can get a mobile boarding pass, but coming back it doesn't give you one, so you have to collect it from check-in, but there's no charge on that. And I think that's about it, to be honest with you. I really, really hope you've enjoyed this episode of Exploring the Alphabet. And remember, you know how it goes. Please come back for more. There's other letters to explore. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. Thanks.